Your inner circle should be people that celebrate who you are, not someone that's always trying to outperform you, pointing out everything you're doing wrong. And if that's not who's in your inner circle, you need to do like me and gradually start to pull away. It's not the quantity of friends that's important, it's the quality of friends.
If you're the smartest person in your group, you need a new group. You cannot be the go-to person in the group. Just upgrade your friends.
You can't afford to have people in your inner circle that are saying things like, do you really think you're going to get well? My grandmother died of that same thing. Or I know you're praying that your child will turn around. Seems to me like they're doing worse than ever. See, you need people that will come into agreement with you and release their faith, not people that will tell you what you can't do and release their doubt. You may be around people today that are constantly pulling you down. I can't accomplish my God-given dreams with you constantly pulling me down. Now, I love you, but I can't have you in my inner circle. I'm gonna love you from a distance. Who you have in your inner circle is extremely important. You need to evaluate who's on your team, who you're giving your time and energy to, who you're talking to on the phone so much. Are they building you up or tearing you down? Are they modeling excellence, integrity, generosity, or are they lazy, not going any place in life?
Make a list of who you communicate with most and ask yourself the question, what kind of person am I becoming because of this relationship? Do they encourage me to develop my greatness?
No, don't spend your time with people that don't make you better. Some of you don't realize how much that one negative influence is holding you back. How much more you would grow, how much more you'd enjoy life if you just make necessary changes.
I know people whose lives have been ruined because somebody wasn't good for them.
Some of you today, if you don't very kindly and politely show someone the door, they're going to keep you from becoming all God's created you to be. You have a destiny to fulfill. You need to surround yourself with people that are not constantly taking something from you, but with people that are putting something into you. As iron sharpens iron, one man sharpens another. Are your friends making you stronger? Are they challenging you to become a better parent, a better giver, a better leader? You cannot soar with the eagles as long as you're hanging out with the turkeys. Relationships that are doing nothing but make you compromise, make you complain. Every time you leave, you're worse than you were before. That's a toxic relationship. Years ago, I used to get my hair cut by this young lady. She was as nice as could be, but she was extremely negative. Every time I went in there, month after month, she would tell me her problems, how the owners weren't treating her right. Often she didn't have the money to pay her rent, on and on. Every time I left, I was depressed. It's like this guy I heard about. He was sitting by the side of a bridge, about to jump. The man stopped, ran over and said, "Don't jump, just tell me your problems." 2 hours later, they both jumped. That's the way this young lady was, and I did my best to encourage her. I gave her money. It was never enough. One day, I realized what I'm telling you. I cannot go where God has taken me with her in my life. I'm going to pray for her, but I can't fulfill my God-given destiny putting that poison in me month after month. You too may have to change where you do business, where you shop. Your time is too valuable. Your destiny is too great to spend it with people that are constantly draining the life and energy out of you. Show them the door. Be kind, be polite, but you need to gradually start pulling away.
You have not because you ask not. Now listen to me. A lot of the problems I was having is because what I was asking God for was the wrong stuff. I kept going to him too small. God don't give you what you want. He give you what you believe. So you don't ask this great God for big stuff because you don't see how you can get it.
Sometimes we don't realize who we are. You may feel average, like nothing stands out, but if you don't know who you are, like I did with the watch, you'll discount yourself. Nothing much to offer, nothing special about me.
Understanding self-worth is the beginning of progress. If one of us can do it, all of us can do it. That's the kind of value you should place on yourself. If he can change, I can change. If he can get it done, I can get it done. That's the attitude about yourself.
You have no idea of what you can do, of what you can accomplish. I just got tired of somebody telling me what time to be there, how much I'm worth.
Your destiny is too big to get there on your own. But the reason some people never reach their highest potential is because they never get away from the wrong people. You've got to connect with people that understand your destiny. People that can call forth your seeds of greatness. Not people that are always pushing you down, never giving you their approval, no matter how good you do. If you will get the wrong people out of your life, then God will bring the right people into your life. The people that are closest to you, they're with you, but they're not really for you. You're spending all your time and energy on someone that doesn't understand your destiny. When my father went to be with the Lord, I stepped up to pastor the church. Most of the people were for me, but there were a few people, even friends that I'd known my whole life, I could tell they were not for me. I had to make a decision. Was I going to live my life trying to please them? Or was I going to accept the fact that this was a new season and where God was taking me, they weren't going to be able to come? My attitude was, you think I'm too much of this or not enough of that. You have a right to your opinion, but I also know I don't need your approval. When you get around true friends, they won't be jealous of your gifts. It'll be just the opposite. They'll help you develop your pearl. In other words, they'll give you ideas. They'll help push you further along.
If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting.
Yes, we should thank God that our needs are supplied, but don't settle there. That's not your destiny. He is a more than enough God. And this is where the Israelites missed it. They had been in slavery for so many years that they became conditioned to not having enough. When Pharaoh got upset with Moses, he told his foreman to have the Israelites make the same amount of bricks without the hay being provided for them. I'm sure the Israelites prayed, God, please help us to make our quotas. They prayed from a slave mentality. Instead of asking to be free from their oppressors, they were asking to become better slaves. Are you asking today to become a better slave? Are you asking for the abundant, more than enough life that God has for you? Don't pray to get by. Dare to ask big. Ask for what God promised you. Maybe you've gone through a disappointment. Don't pray, God, help me to deal with this loneliness. That's a slave mentality. Turn it around. God, you said you would give me beauty for these ashes, that you would pay me back double for this unfair situation. Or your dream may look impossible. God, you said your blessings would chase me down, that goodness and mercy are following me, that you would give me the desires of my heart. Don't ask God to help you function better in your dysfunction. Ask Him for your dreams. Ask Him for explosive blessings. Ask Him to propel you into your purpose. God can make things happen that you could never make happen. He's already placed abundance in your future. My question is, are you asking big, or are you letting your circumstances, what somebody said, talk you out of it? But when you get this in your spirit, that the God who breathed life into you is a more than enough God, an abundant God, then you'll have this boldness to ask for big things. Not to just pay your bills, but to be totally out of debt so you can be a blessing to others. When we ask to become better slaves, you may have plenty of reasons to settle where you are. The odds may be against you, but the good news is God is for you.